Hello, everyone. Today I will show you how to create a task, how to set the task, and other operations. Now, click Create Task button, input the name of the task. Then click Save button to create a new task. Now you need to complete the settings for the task. In Task Settings, here are basic settings, modules and advanced settings. In Basic Settings, you can set the run method for each operation, such as using mobile site method, or using desktop site method, or using public API method. Then you also can run the task on multiple time periods. And set the wait time for each failed operation. After set all you need, click Save. In Advanced Settings, you can set how to deal with the login fail, network error and unknown error. The Modules section is the most critical part of the whole task. In the first video, I have introduced the module in details. Each task can be composed of multiple modules to complete a variety of operations. The modules in TweetAttacksPro can be divided into two types by their functions. One is to deal with the data, such as search, get details, filter, get content module. And the other is to perform a function, such as follow, unfollow, tweet and other modules. Here, the module account run thread neither belongs to the date module, nor the functional module. I will introduce it in details in the following example. In creating a task, we usually add the module to the task following this process: acquiring data, processing data, performing a function operation. Now, I will show you the task creating and setting. Example 1, create a task to perform follow operation. Create a task named follow1. When creating this task, we need to get a number of follower counts at first. Add a search module to the task. Firstly, find the type of search result option. Now, our task is to get accounts, so here select people option. And it also indicates the output data for the search module is account data. Next, set how to get to the account data. Keyword search is to search the matched accounts through the keyword. You can enable the Insert Random Word Automatically option to handle each of the keywords used to get different results. In Advanced Search, you can set multiple search terms to search the matched accounts. After selecting Importing a List of People option, you can import a number of accounts from the local file, or get the output data of other modules to use. Selecting Importing a List of tweet URLs option will make the type of search result become tweets. That is the reason you can't choose this option. In this example, we use keyword search to search the accounts. Here, you can fill in multiple search keywords, use a comma to separate them. Then select People option. And set the number of search results and the timeout period. Finally, you need to click Save to save the changes. After getting the accounts in Search module, and then you can follow these accounts, but in most cases, we will also filter or remove the searched accounts to get what we need. In Search module, the search data is just the name of the account, so here, we can add a Get Details and a Filter module to handle the data. The function of the Get Details module is to get the detailed information of the account or tweet, and these detailed information can be used in Filter module. In the Get Details settings, we need to select the output data of the search module as the input source. Click Select Data Source button. Here, select Search module, and then select the data usage method. Now, for the Select One Account for Getting Details Information option, you can select one account for getting more detailed information, or do not make any choices. When do not make any choices here, you will lose some information in the process of getting the detailed information, and the lost information may affect the filter results in Filter module. Finally, you need to set the number of threads and the amount of detailed information you want, and then click Save. After got the detailed information, and then you can use Filter to filter the accounts. Click Select Data Source button. Here, select Get Details module, and then select the data usage method. Then set the filter items, such as exclude the people with default avatar, exclude the people with fewer than 200 followers, exclude the people without new tweets in 3 days. Only the selected filter items will be compared. If you don't want to follow some accounts, click Import button to import them into black and white list. The accounts will be automatically removed before filtering. After finishing the filter, what you need to do is to follow the remaining accounts. Here, you need to add an account run thread module to finish the rest operation. Now I will do some introduction for the account run thread and TAP task running mode at first. In TAP4, Account Run Thread is a special module. The operation of any accounts, such as follow, tweet, can only be added to the Account Run thread to run. The modules in Account Run thread are called local module, and the other modules are called global module. It needs to set one or more accounts to run in Account Run thread module. In TAP, it usually runs the task according to the order of the module list. When it runs to the Account Run thread module, it will allow more than one accounts to perform the operations in local module according to the subthread amount in TAP. The executed data of each account in local module can only be used by itself, and can't be used for other accounts. Instead, the executed data of each account in global module can be used to each global module and local module after it. That is to say, the data of each account is independent in local module. However, the data from global module can be used public in local module. So, the previous search, get details and filter modules are to prepare for data. Next, you need to operate the data in the Account Run thread module. In Account Run thread, select the account that you want to run, and then click Save. Here, add a follow module to Account Run thread as its submodule. Then, select the filter module as the data source in the follow module. Simply modify the follow amount and the interval time. And then click Save. Now, the task to perform the follow operation is set up. Example 2, using complex search and multi-level filtering in tasks. Sometimes, we will use more search and filter conditions to get the results we want. We will make changes in the task we created just now. Open the setting window of Task Follow 1. You can search through multiple search terms by using Advanced Search. This is the first way. The other is to select Importing a List of People option to search. After that, the Search People's Following and Search People's Followers option can be selected. Select Search People's Followers option. Now, you can search the followers of imported accounts. The third way is to add a new search module and move it to the front of current search module. Use keyword search or advanced search in the settings. Select People option and set the number of search results and the timeout period. And then return to the original search module we added. Select Importing a list of people option, and then select From Other Modules option. Select the new added search module in the Selecting Data Source window. Then select Search People's Followers option like before. Now, you can get the followers of the people that you searched in the first search module. In order to make the followers you got from different accounts, you need to select the Get People Randomly option, and then set search amount from one account per time. Then set the number of search results and the timeout period. And save the changes. As you used multiple search modules just now, you also can handle the multi-level data with the multiple filter modules. Example 3, set the follow back and unfollow task. The search module is used as global module above the two examples. The search results can be used in the local module for all the accounts from Account Run Thread module, and it is also the common settings way in the follow task. But, if there is needed to use the account's own followers and following in the operation of follow back, unfollow, and direct message, you need to put the search module into Account Run Thread as local module to use. Now, we begin to create an inflow task. Create a task named Unfollow 1. Add an Account Run Thread module in Modules. Check the accounts that you want to run, and then save it. Then add a search module to Account Run Thread. In the search module settings, select Importing a List of People option. And then select Use Current Account. It is to put the running accounts as the import accounts. Because the people who want to unfollow is searching from his own following, here you need to select the Search My Following option. And you will find a Use API to Search Following option at this time. It is the only place to use API in TIP3, and we kept it in TIP4. You can enable this option if you have finished the API key information of the accounts that you select. After you searched the following or followers by using API, you can select Filter module to filter directly, but not select Get Details to get the detailed information. So we suggest you enable API function to search the accounts that you need when you create an inflow task, and it will be more efficient. After saving these settings, add a filter module to filter. Then enable some options in filter. For example, remove the accounts who already have followed me. These accounts that use the default avatar, or has fewer followers than 200, or do not post new tweet in 3 days, will be unfollowed. In the 4 filters options, the first is to remove option, and the 3 is to reserve option. Here we can use 2 filter modules to deal with the data. In the first filter module, select the output data of the search module as the data source, and then select Exclude the people who already follow back me option. After set all, click Save. Next, add a filter module. Select the data which is filtered in the first filter module as the data source, and then select 3 options in turn. Include the people with default avatar option. Include the people with fewer than 200 followers option. And include the people without new tweets in 3 days option. The account will be unfollowed if it fits for any of the 3 options. So, here we need to select only need to fit any of the above filter options option. and then click Save. Now, all the accounts that can be unfollowed have been searched out. Add a new unfollow module. Select the data that has been filtered. And then simply modify the unfollow amount, and the interval time. After set all, the unfollow task has been finished. The setting of the follow back task is similar to that of unfollow task. We can copy the unfollow task, and then set the settings of the new task. Select the unfollow 1 task, click Copy Task button, and then input the new task's name. In follow back task, we need to search the people who have followed the accounts, that is to say search from the accounts on followers. So, here uncheck Search My Following option, and then select Search My Followers option. It will be better if you use API to search. Besides, there is a Search the Newest Followers option. The function of it is only to search the latest followers to judge whether there are some accounts that I don't follow. Select this option and save the changes. It will get rid of the accounts followed by me automatically when filtering. Then set the filter conditions similar to follow task. Finally, delete the original unfollow module. And add one follow back module. Select the data that has been filtered. Finally, simply modify the follow back amount and the interval time. And then click Save to finish the settings. Example 4, Set Tweet Task. Create a task named Tweet1. Now, prepare the content that need to send. The Get Content module in TweetAttacksPro is to get the content, and it is also needed to set up in the reply and direct message task. Add a Get Content module in the task. Here are 4 ways to get content. The first way is to select Basic Content option, and input the content that you need here. Of course, you can also click Select Message button and choose one created message in Message Manager. When you set the content for reply task, you can insert a Twitter username to replace the account's name which is needed to reply at any position of the content. The second way is to select Get Content from Local File option. The content you need has been created in a file, so just select the file you need. Here, you can set separator, and select which way to use the content. The third way is to select Get Content from RSS Feeds option. Here, you can add multiple RSS sources, and set the content format you want for each of them. In Photo option, you can choose to get and download pictures from which RSS nodes content. This option will be enabled when the photo function can be used. The fourth way is to select Set Content with Special Photo option. Here, each content and specific picture can be matched together. If you want to mention other accounts, you need to search them with Search module at first, and select Search module as the data source. After, enable the Add Photo option, and you can send a picture with the content. You cannot send picture when you use mobile site method to tweet or reply or direct message. When there are some links in your content, you can use the shorten URL and enable advanced URL shorten option to handle them. After, finish the Get Content module. Now, add an account run thread module in the task. Select the accounts that you need to run, and then click Save. Here, add a tweet module to the account run thread. Click Select Data Source. Select Get Content module as data source. Finally, simply modify the tweet amount and the interval time. And then click Save. Example 5, Set Retweet Task. Create a task named Retweet 1. Firstly, we need to get the tweets which are needed to be retweeted. Add a search module in the task. Here, edit the type of search result option. And then select Tweets option, and it indicates that the output data in search module is tweets data. Now, set search conditions to get tweets. Here, you can search the match tweets directly with keyword search and advanced search option. Or select the importing a list of tweet URLs option to get the tweets linked directly. You need to use the Get Details module to get the tweets detailed information before using the filter function. Besides, you also can select importing a list of people option to search other accounts' tweets. When you select Search My Favorites option, you will get the tweets which is favorited by other accounts. And when you select Search My Retweets option, you will get the tweets which is retweeted by other accounts. Then, set the number of results that need to be searched and the timeout period. After finish all, click Save. Now, add a Get Details module to scrape the tweet's detailed information. Click Select Data Source button. In this pop-up form, select Search module, and then select the way of data usage. Then add a filter module. Click Select Data Source button. Select Get Details module, and then select the way of data usage. Here, you can see that the filter option has been changed and can handle the tweets. In Filter module, the filter option will be changed automatically according to the selected output data. and the type of the output data is also determined by the selected data source. Now, set the filter option, such as exclude the tweet with link and content option, and the exclude the tweet which is posted before 3 days option. After set all, click Save. In the Get Details module, I didn't select any accounts, so I won't able to get that how many times the tweet was been retweeted and favorited. And that is the reason I didn't use the tweet which is retweeted over the next times option and the tweet which is favorited over the next times option. Now, add an account run thread module. Check the account that you want to run, and then click Save. Add a retweet module to the account run thread. Click Select Data Source, select Filter module, and the way of the data usage. Finally, simply modify the retweet amount and the interval time. And then click Save. Example 6. Set the unfavorite task. Create a task named Unfavorite 1. Similar to the setting of Unflow task, Unfavorite task is to search the account own favorites, and then unfavorite them randomly. Add an account run thread module in modules. Check the account that you need to run, and then click Save. Here, add a search module in account run thread. In the search module settings, select importing a list of people option, and then select use current account option to put the running account as the import account. Then, select tweets option. Check the search my favorites option, and then set the search amount and the timeout period. After set all, click Save. Now add a Get Details module to scrape the tweet's detailed information. Click Select Data Source button, in the pop-up form, select Search module, and then select the way of data usage. Because this Get Details module is a local module, here it will select the running accounts automatically. After finish it, and then add a filter module to filter the data. Click Select Data Source button, in the pop-up form, select the Get Details module, and the way of data usage. Then set the filter option, such as exclude the tweet which is retweeted over than 10 times, and exclude the tweet which is favorited over than 15 times. In the setting of the Get Details module, it has selected account that you need to run automatically, so here you can get how many times the tweet has been retweeted and favorited. After set all, click Save. Now, all the tweets that can be unfavorited have been searched out. Add an Unfavorite module. Click Select Data Source button. Select the data that have been filtered. Simply modify the unfavorite amount and the interval time. And click Save. Now, the unfavorite task has been set up. The settings of other tasks in TAP, it is either similar with these examples, or combines several examples that I shown before, so I will not show more examples. Like TAP3, TAP4 still can finish multiple operations in the same task. Like this task. You also can rename the modules. Now, I will summarize something that is needed to be noticed in settings. 1. The result searched from search module does not contain the detailed information. So it is necessary for you to use the Get Details module if you want to get the detailed information. Of course, there will be no need to use the Get Details module, if you have selected the API option in Search module. 2. If the result searched from Search module belongs to the account own data that you need to run, like your following, favorites, you need to put the Search module into the Account Run Thread module. 3. That the people who is already followed by me option, and that the people who already follow back me option in Search module can be used correctly after using the local Get Details module to get the account information, or using the API to get the following or followers data. Four. The tweet which is retweeted over the next times option, and the tweet which is favorited over the next times option in Filter module can be used correctly, after selecting the accounts in Get Details module settings. Five. There will records left for each task that has used the Search module, and it is used to do the first filter and searching, and avoid using again. So there will appear this situation that the speed of the searching is very slow and the result is not what you want. When you encounter this situation, please click the Clear Uphold Search Records button in Search Setting to clear the records. Besides, you still can check the Clear Up All Searched Results option to clear it when you run the tasks. That is all. Thanks, and we will continue to create more related videos about TweetAttacksPro in the future. Please look forward to